Hey guys, this is Myk, and today we're going to be doing book review number 3. And today the book that I would like to talk to you about is this. It's called Bad Blood, and it talks about story of Theranos, this very famed blood testing company, and its founder Elizabeth Holmes. So Elizabeth Holmes founded this company when she was 19 or 20. She dropped out of Stanford to pursue this blood testing company, and her idea was that she wanted to take blood testing and put it to everyday's home. So if you have a medical condition where you need to test your blood frequently, you would be able to test it at your home, and those results will be sent to your doctor, and he or she will be able to modify your medication or give you some suggestion how to improve your health. She also wanted to sell this product to pharmaceuticals, because they spend millions and millions of hundreds of millions of dollars on trials. And during the trials, very often you have to monitor blood of the patients, and if they will be able to do that at a home environment, they will save a lot of money, and Theranos would make a lot of money providing that product to the market. But it's actually a story about how deceptive and how much lies were involved in building this fake company, I would say, for over 10 years, because Elizabeth Warren were able to convince a lot of people, a lot of very respectable people in the industry, to give her a lot of money for 10 years to build a product that she failed to build. It's not just the failure of building, it's a failure of ethical points where she was making stuff up, she was lying to her investors, and at the end of the day, Theranos does not exist anymore. And it's an interesting story, and it's very easy to read. It's a great book. It's well written by a journalist who actually uncovered that story. The journalist is from Wall Street Journal, and he talks about how all different angles from the story. It talks from the angle of Elizabeth, the founder and CEO. It also talks about other people that he talked to and how they believed in her. But it also talks about regular people, employees of that company, who actually believed in that vision, but that actually been deceptive, because they could hear those very rosy pictures about what the company is doing outside, and everybody's praising industry, but they were working in the labs, and they can see that actually none of this is true. So a lot of those people start speaking out, and that's what essentially brought the company down. So I would highly recommend this book to everyone who really enjoys kind of investigative journalists and enjoys reading about scandals and stories, but also for anyone who is in startup world and tech world, because it teaches us a lot about how those large companies that grew extremely fast and that raised millions of dollars actually operate, and how even in those big companies there's a lot of people involved, a lot of smart people, a lot of educated, intelligent people that actually can be doing a disservice to investors and to people and to patients, because they're not willing to ask tough questions, because they're not willing to question the CEO, because they're not willing to question the authorities. So with that, I highly recommend this book. I would rank it as 9.5. I really enjoy reading it, and I would recommend it to anyone. Again, it's a Bad Blood, and this is a story about Theranos and Elizabeth Holmes, who was considered at some point to be the next Steve Jobs. Thank you.